time to go on the offensive. Defend the weak.
All better now?
If that's the case...
Leave the dance stage to them, my dear.
What a show. Well, thank you for your efforts, Memo Keeper. Quite a brilliant move to pit enemies against each other. When I first saw the Ranger and the Hunter together, my heart skipped a beat. I never thought you'd successfully trigger a conflict between the two.
As promised, I've delivered the child to you. Our transaction is complete.
Looks like our nameless friend over here is still confused. Let me explain. In short, you need to thank this lady here, my friend. Not only did she not betray you, on the contrary, she rescued you. From that Galaxy Ranger. Right. I do enjoy seeing that shocked expression of yours. My friend, let's be honest. That woman named Acheron isn't as simple as you thought. Did she say she's a Galaxy Ranger? She's actually an emanator who brings death and finality. Well, perhaps the hunt, or destruction, or even finality. It doesn't matter. These paths all point to the same outcome. Let me give you some IPC insider information, my friend. Do you know Duke Inferno? Nicely done. As expected. I'll cut to the chase then. This Duke Inferno is a fire demon from Fatora. He's an energy life form, and it's rumored that his birth is related to a certain genius. He and his thugs formed Everflame Mansion and viewed Nanook as their savior. In actuality, they were led by this Duke to go around I'm not sure what the family was thinking. Or perhaps someone was scheming behind the scenes. But, shockingly, these characters received an invitation. And why would the Everflame Mansion decline? They harbor fierce intention. But there's no need to worry. They won't be able to attend. Do you? Because Ifrit is dead. They were eliminated on their way. The assailant, demonstrating remarkable expertise, ruthlessly ended Ifrit and swiped the invitation that the Annihilation Gang had in their possession. Thereafter, a mysterious Galaxy Ranger arrived on Penacony, checking into the hotel with only a music box. Do you still need me to continue the story, my friend? The Galaxy Rangers come and go like shadows, and there's little communication between them. Now, her story is almost too perfect. If she remains silent, there's no concrete evidence against her. While the IPC can investigate, it'll take some time. So, my friend, the choice is yours now. You can leave this place immediately, without looking back, and forever forsake the chance to get closer to the truth. Or, you can accept my invitation and learn a truth. A truth potent enough to upend everything in Penacony. I need your help, so I'll wait. But not for long. Once you are ready, as for aligning with me, see the truth first, then decide. You'll still have time.
Acheron is the emanator of a particular eon? Can I really believe Aventurine? But he gave me a choice. Maybe I should talk to Black Swan again.
My. You look like a small, injured animal. Are you still willing to talk to me? Why, of course. But now is not the time. I know you're confused. And sad. Whoever that girl might have been. A living soul. A memory that was meant to last. No matter what, I hope you can trust Aventurine. Or rather, trust me and see the truth with your own eyes. This can lead us deeper into I will protect you. Once I gather more information for the truth and to prevent more unnecessary sacrifices. Later, I'll stay by your side as a mimetic entity, just in case.
Go and meet Aventurine? Or I could still choose not to help.
Excellent. I knew you would come. By the way, about that memo keeper... Never mind. I won't press the issue further. I've said before you can liaise with your companions, or even twist the narrative against me. I'll wholeheartedly embrace it. It signifies your potential. I don't do deals where I'm on the losing end. So, my friends, please, this way if you will. Oh, right. I remember mentioning something after that. What was it again? A familiar hallway, a familiar room. Do you remember? Last time we met was right here. This is it. Just beyond this door. Oh, I remember. My friend. After that, we played an enjoyable game. Tell me, doesn't this feel eerily familiar? I remember everything now. Look, friend. The game has already begun. Allow me to make you an offer. One you can't refuse. No reason to choose otherwise. And no other choices.
Brother, I'm back.
welcome back. How is your preparation for the performance coming?
It's fine. Don't worry.
It's fine? No, this is not good. You're the pride of the family. Don't let those unnecessary emotions...
No. Brother, you seem to be in low spirit. What's happened? Is it because of the Watchmaker's guest list?
Yes, I received the report that death had taken some of them. I'm sorry, I forgot you just came back. You probably wouldn't know about it. Somehow, a nightmare called death has descended upon Penacony, striking indiscriminately in the utopian dreamscape envisioned by the family. Such sorrowful incidents shouldn't arise. It profoundly undermines the equilibrium.
I can't believe this has happened. Was someone killed again?
Yes, there were two. One was a stowaway, the other was you. That's enough, fool. Your deeds have saddened me.
Pretty sharp, aren't you? Chicken.
The Odes of Harmony talks about honesty. The words, please leave. Their dreamscape doesn't welcome you.
Oh, come on, lighten up. Why so serious with all the quotation? I'm just curious. Now things have come to this. Is the family still unwilling to fight? Really? Don't...
It's not yet time. When the fated day arrives, I shall mete out justice with unyielding righteousness.
Wow, you can endure that much? Truly a heart of ice you've got there. Hey, maybe we could actually get along. How about this? I'll stand in for your dear sister at events. Surely you don't want the world to hear the Charmony Festival's been called off.
The family has a plan. And do not dishonor my dear sister with your deceitful tongue again, fool.
All right. Just putting it out there. If you're ever in a pinch, remember, I've got your back. I mean, who could resist a guy rocking spikes on his wings?
There's no need. The malefactor, should the transgressor fail to turn away from this path, and when that time comes, the heathen will realize they're but a mere mortal, and I will join their vanguard.
Ah, friend. My expression wasn't much better than yours when I first saw this. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's her. The famous singer, Robin. Well, first of all, can I just say that this had nothing to do with me? I'm just an unlucky bystander here. The family can testify for me. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone in the Bloodhound family. They hate me and they hate the IPC, so they'd never lie. This is not where the crime happened. What I showed you was a memory. The most basic light cone manifesting tech, authorized by the... Did you really think the Galaxy Rangers were outsiders this whole time? Penacony has made a solemn commitment to protect the safety of anyone inside a family dream. Any person in distress will be forcibly awakened and safely returned to reality. What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive line. Breaking through this line of defense to create death in the dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family. Who could have done it, friend? The only one is her. The girl who calls herself a Galaxy Ranger. An imposter. An unsought guest. An emanator who hides her true identity. Ifrit's death was a foregone conclusion. And Robin? Her misfortune was staring right at her. Who will be the next to die? It's fine. Listen to your gut. Building trust always takes time, and I'm willing to wait. I just hope you realize that wherever that legacy is concerned, covert plans are already underway throughout Penacony. Careful you don't get stuck on the wrong side. If I were you, I'd keep my distance from Acheron. After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows, right?
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Memo Keeper, I think our little deal is finished.
Aventurine is telling the truth. This memory is a real one, and there's no sign of any distortion grafting on.
The IPC is not the Garden, and there are real limits to what they can actually do, but you know all this. Friend, let's not beat around the bush here. The thing is, I want to reach out personally to team up with the Astral Express. I told you I'm just not interested in scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Penacony for work. I'm here to retrieve some lost property for the IPC, if you catch my drift. This has all become a bad debt thanks to the cancer of all worlds. The IPC has tried sitting down for negotiations time and again, but the family wouldn't even take our calls. You have no idea how difficult these people are to deal with. Put it this way. They've hushed up the existence of death before, so they can definitely cover up any news about Robin's death. It'll just quietly float off like a bubble and pop. That's not fair, right? So then, friend, I need your help. I have but only one goal. The family's front door is like a high wall, and to tear the whole thing down, I'll have to dig out a few chunks first. Now we have our chance. So long as we can get to the truth behind her death, we can have justice for Robin. While also gaining a valuable bargaining chip for bringing the family to the table. Truly a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. I've been investigating and making lots of friends all over Penacony precisely for this very moment. This tragic news would be extremely bad for the family, so they'll be doing everything they can to stop it leaking, especially to the IPC. But I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions. And that's why I need you all. You get to find out really what happened and seek justice. And I get to put it toward completing my mission for the IPC. But don't worry, just head back and talk things over with your companions. That navigator is really smart. She must understand the value of this deal. Oh, and take this. A thorough investigation can always use a little more funding. So long, friend. I really am looking forward to uncovering the truth about death.
Aventurine just sauntered off. He really doesn't mean to force it, but something still seems off.
What now? What are your...
Black Swan. What is she thinking?
the surface, this doesn't look like a bad deal for you. But Aventurine is a shrewd merchant whose scheme won't just be as simple as it appears to be. He doesn't know about Miss Firefly yet. But, judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something going on. And that's quick thinking and very sound logic. Aventurine is no fool, and working with him definitely has its dangers. That is something I agree on. Anyway, be careful out there. There's more than one way to blaze a trail. In a dark forest beset by wolves, ensuring your own escape to safety should be your primary concern. As for the other questions, I'm not sure the two cases were committed by the same culprit, but that massive wound looked like its winged blade. Plus, it seems unlikely that there would be two lethal entities loose in the dreamscape. Sorry, I can't answer that question. That ranger is shrouded in mystery. I'm afraid no one is capable of providing an answer, but without a doubt, she is the most special guest at this banquet. It's like Aventurine said just then. It's two victims appearing one after the other in a very short time span. In and of itself, that's very unusual. Two possibilities. The collapse of Penacony's dreamscape has started speeding if someone has chosen these victims. It's all happened so quickly, I can only make conjecture. After leaving... Come, this way. It's a short walk. Don't get lost. This way. This is where we part ways. Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. What we just saw is the reality that happened, and it won't fade from our minds just because we wake up. But follow your heart and don't be afraid. We all walk through this world casting shadows. Hold on just a sec. There you go. A small parting gift. If one day you unfortunately fall into the deep waters of the memory zone and there's no memo keeper to join you, hopefully it can guide you on my behalf. I also pay great attention to the ways of the world. Just think of this as an apology from me for hiding something from you. Then, I've something private to take care of regarding that Galaxy Ranger. Let's leave things there. What fascinating memories will you bring for me next time we meet?
A family rep. Is Himiko okay?
This is ridiculous! How come I keep bumping into Paula?
So much has happened. I should take a moment to gather my thoughts and wait for...
late now, Ranger.
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand?
It appears the outcome has already been determined.
You're still alive. As are you. You still have room to make a choice. Leave the music box behind, and then go.
Choice. The bloody trail of the destruction
Fatora's fire demon. Even if you sacrifice your life for that Eon, you won't get special treatment.
Ranger, you tread the narrow path. We come from the fire, and are born bathed in fire. Burning forms the entire life of...
Your companions don't seem to think so. They fight for your chance at survival.
They are my children, and just as I was, but my flames are faint, and time is running out.
Why?
Because on the path they have forged, you have traveled farther than I have, Emanator. You cannot hide your true identity. Destruction is intense, but brief.
Even if the answer turns out to be your own destruction.
What is important is not the answer, but that it exists, just as you exist. Just as even sweet dreams may be born of the void.
All right. I accept.
You shall witness the most...
A bottomless dream. Yes, that's right. This blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn. It's a personal secret that I don't want to disclose, but... perhaps... I'll reveal the truth to you. The hunt is not the path I truly follow. May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
My time?
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances, but they can never cover up who a person really is. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but... why? Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. He knows my nature. There is but a single destiny. However, you appear to be ignorant of this. So it's time for me to inquire. Who exactly are you?
Not your enemy, perhaps.
That's not what I asked.
I don't deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I'm wanted by the IPC, so it's little wonder that I know something about the Stellaron hunters. Maybe I can help.
What reason would you have for doing that?
I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture. I know who is inside that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time. I don't need help, but I I can give you a suggestion that would make things better for you and me. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death, but they're burying the past and
Already on it.
And the Astral Express is no enemy of yours.
I know that. I just never expected to hear you say it. What's next, then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for her?
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Get all of the Astral Express to track down the Grand Legacy. I tried settling this in an easier and more direct way, but as you can see, here I am, confronting you. I failed.
The so-called impossible is merely something that has yet to happen. That's it. Before we split, can I ask you one more thing? Is there anything else in your script about me? I'd like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that.
Unfortunately, not a thing came up.
I knew it.
Hang on. I don't.
Don't. What?
Your first question was, do you still have dreams about everyone who died? Because I don't. Never have. I was born without the ability to dream. I live for this cold, harsh reality. So, I really envy you.
Is that so? Then you're already living in the waking world.
We heard about Miss Firefly from Black Swan, but we never expected Miss Robin to...
I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you then.
Reality cruises on in serenity, while undercurrents bubble up from the dreamscape. Stay strong, everyone. We can still do what we can for them.
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just reminded me of something. March, do you remember what that family rep who negotiated with us said?
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this, and we also beg each of you to help assist the family in verifying the identity of the deceased.
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time, and he also failed to mention anything about the earlier murder, too.
The family's planning on covering up all news about Miss Robin's death. If news gets out, Penacony's going to turn into a bloodbath.
But the murder that followed closely after was obviously beyond their anticipation. The family had to try and turn things to their advantage by bringing in reinforcements from outside. The Charmony Festival is nearly here.
It may also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. So they went with the flow and let more people on the scene to control the situation. After all, the nature of the two murders is fundamentally different. The family's first protective measure should be against malicious actors among the guests, such as that IPC envoy.
Indeed. He was particularly concerned about that Galaxy Ranger.
Are we missing the forest for the trees here? I always felt that Aventurine's reasons for accusing Miss Acheron were highly subtle.
At this point, I'm afraid the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
Look, let's try to gather intel first and then list all the possible outcomes we can. Then we go through them, eliminate... I've still got this sense of foreboding. It's like we're stuck in a whirlpool, spinning around that legacy even after everything that's happened.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective. But before we start, what are we going to say to the family and Aventurine?
As I see things, the family harbors no ill will towards the Astral Express. If they didn't trust the crew, they wouldn't have casually commissioned outsiders to investigate a case that's, in all likelihood, a scandal. Plus, this is the family's turf. Teaming up with them should make things easier for us in the future. As for that Aventurine, well, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations while running circles around us all the while. He appealed convincingly to both reason and emotion. It wasn't forced, but the intent was obvious. Still, it's good to have contacts among all this uncertainty. Aventurine showed his skills, and as far as our interests are aligned, he can become a reliable ally. We also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get too close. Teaming up with the IPC helps balance that out. If either side makes a move, we have the option to pull out.
So you suggest accepting Aventurine's proposal to team up?
Yes. It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their cards.
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here, and I'm worried about getting stabbed in the back. She's... No, I can't accept this. Forget about it. Just let me keep an eye on him. If that doesn't work, we can just turn the tables and use him instead.
Then, could you please reply to Aventurine? Everyone, take this time to put together your thoughts. Looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome. Let's tell everyone about it. Aventurine's goal is to try and the existence of death will... I was also considering this possibility. Especially because he respects you so much. Aventurine has devoted considerable... He's definitely going for the family, and... An attack on the hotel guest? I'm just speculating. He's clearly a born...
Aventurine said something that he accused that galaxy range. It was groundless. Maybe Aventurine's goal was... However, you've met her many times now. That fits the stereotype of a galaxy ranger. They're eccentric, unpredictable.
I hope it's not too soon to bring it up. Because... aren't we supposed to be inside a dream? Whenever I see the Grand Theater... like this, we're so lucky to have our crew. The family and the IPC. Everyone has their own plans going on. Everyone's still having a great time out there on the streets. Nobody... Aw, what a mess. But...
Looks like Aventurine doesn't need anything else. Let's turn our attention to the family's assignment for now.
Among our current clues, the 2 murders that she witnessed are the most directly connected. I suggest starting here. One thing I'm curious about is, if a person dies in a dream, what happens to them in real life? Seeing as we're at the family's behest, why not pop back out to reality and verify Miss Firefly's situation back at the hotel?
How about we split off into 2 groups? There are still some things worth focusing on inside.
Worth focusing on?
Huh? Aw, I thought I'd finally get to see Himeko and Mr. Yang go out on a mission together.
I will. Keep it. Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
I'd be embarrassed too, getting stared at like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the crew members on the Astral Express. I believe you've met my colleagues.
Welt.
Is there something about my name?
First, don't you want to know my name?
I already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in Penacony.
What are they saying about me?
Some claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders, that the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet was a result of your blade.
The Annihilation Gang.
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider. Not even a villain should be disparaged like this. And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're with?
Keen intuition. Not even the family managed, so you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move. As a potential threat, your knowledge of us has reached uncomfortable. Reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
That shouldn't be necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide. Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron, those are the names I go by to this very day. My trip to Penacony is solely to fulfill an old, final request. I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy. And that's it.
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that in just a few words. Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions, such as why the Astral Express is roaming around the cosmos with a Stellaron on board. Is she okay? That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
She's fine. Let's just stick with the topic. Gaining my trust depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
I've run around many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this period, I came into contact with quite a few guests. In the process, I gradually came to realize the secret of Penacony may be closely related to the Trailblaze. That's why I've come to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion, haven't you?
Let's leave it at that. For now, I'll choose to believe that you bear no hostility. Share your findings with me and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere with other people's judgments before...
By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck Up? No, 4 cups. Because the conversation coming up will last forever.
I've been watching her closely for a while now, and the first invitation was in the banquet hall of the hotel. She just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up. I told her it's a pungent, bitter beverage.
Really? But I don't taste any difference at all between them.
The guest rooms are charmingly minimalist, an aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch, this music box, the invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it yet. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know much, and I can predict even more. With some help, the dead can be made to speak. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
Gradation 12. Dreamscape 12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
Well done, Dubra. Wherever they go, shall be met by annihilation.
There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one is probably his progeny. This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
They sought refuge in a land of sleep. Children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
When have those on the path of destruction feared death?
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. And... What happened? The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way... It's like it's been erased. Who's done this?
Who are you? Who are you?
It's... No. Is this not a memory?
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an... unforgettable. But that seems unrealistic. Dahlia's not welcome on the banquet star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you... I know what you're looking for. Want her secret? I can give it to you, and then you can enjoy the banquet for me. I wish you unforgettable memory.
Oh. A phone. Wanna listen in?
A few days ago, the IPC made an announcement. Under the watchful guidance of the Marketing Development Department, and in accordance with the Interstellar Peace Charter, the independent Sigonian sovereignty the formation of the Sigonian sovereignty is of great historical significance to the Sigonia system. This move puts an end to the planet's long and bloody history, turning the
Sigonia 4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the intersection of the Denise, Prothean, and Dorneau star clusters. The planet's surface environment is known for being extremely harsh, constantly faced with the threat of impact from small-scale celestial objects. This is why very few intelligent species have made this planet their home, dividing themselves into several tribes to eke out nomad lifestyles as they struggle to survive the arid desert wilderness.
Sigonia. Sigonia. Land of rock, but not water. Lightning. You promised us a land of honey, yet yoked us beneath a sword of bitterness. When you took his father, my child was still sleeping in my belly. And where my husband went, I too soon must go. I don't ask for a peaceful death, just for you to tell me, does the baby swaddled sweetly asleep? Does he dream of his mother's heartbeat and the sound of falling rain? Please tell me whether this life is all just a fleeting dream. Otherwise, why would this child be born to face impending death?
Mommy! Mommy! The rain! It's raining!
Raining?
It is raining! It's true! Those Outworlders weren't lying to us. They really did summon the rain. Mommy, we can leave here. We can go
back home. Darling. Such a lucky child. Such a blessed child. May the goddess Gayatri close her eyes 3 times. Keep your blood. Let your journey be forever peaceful, and your schemes forever concealed.
Time to wake up, Gam.
Oh, heavens. I must have drunk too much Soul Glad.
Just as you guessed. Nobody outside knows about Robin's death. There aren't even baseless conspiracy theories. They're still streaming the rehearsal for her ceremony, using a stand-in, I guess.
Of course. Who could imagine that death would actually descend upon the idyllic dream created by the family? Let alone that the victim would be the female lead of the Charmony Festival. To be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I even tested it a few times myself, until I discovered that I couldn't actually die. That's why I'm convinced that there are a few big secrets lurking behind the scenes.
Then you must have heard about the Memory Zone meme. When I graciously deigned to establish connections with the Oak family on your behalf, they were quite in a pitiful state of disarray. Besides Robin, there was another body. I don't know the exact details, just that it was a stowaway.
2 murder cases? I told you something seemed off about the Nameless. This murderer is a psycho. But I have to admit, the case should be easy to crack. We can leverage the family's malfeasance and let the IPC use this as a reason to intervene. It's just that their trickery runs deeper than I thought. Robin's stand-in was all ready to go. What should we do?
Incredible gambler. Have you already exhausted your limited repertoire of
There are plenty of chips, but it'd be best to choose carefully. Robin is what she calls the mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, you and I cannot mistake that sound. Not produced by any voice box, but rather by the resonance of the harmony. If that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. Something was up with the family. Or Robin herself. To get to the bottom of this, I tried every way I could to meet her. But she died. Right before my very eyes.
A complete and utter loss. Incidentally, it seems to have resulted in your rather undignified arrival on the interrogation stand. There were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their graciousness, has tentatively accepted your alibi. However, for the foreseeable future, you shall, regrettably, find yourself under the vigilant watch of the hounds.
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor. I'm starting to break out in a cold sweat.
A probability? Yes, it exists, but it verges on the infinitesimal. To phrase it in a manner more befitting the vernacular of Penacony, you're dreaming. But if you simply can't control yourself and want to try your hand, then there just so happens to be a suitable candidate. That man wants to see you again.
Who?
Sunday.
Is this a public hearing or a private trial?
If it were the former, it would hardly befit my stature to stoop to the role of a mere messenger.
Fine. Oh, that's great. It's all great. You see, the dead can't talk, but the living can. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong inside the family. Oh, just you wait and see. That man's sister has died. He can't sit on his hands. Well, without any further ado, let's set off. Lead the...
We're here. The Dewlight Pavilion is the Oak family's fortress and a place where heads of the families meet to discuss great plans for...
Fortress? I like this metaphor.
This mansion nominally belongs to Sunday and is very befitting of its owner. Without his express invitation, the likes of ordinary guests would never grace these grounds in their lifetimes. Look around while you still have.
Hey, Doc, whose side are you on anyway?
Who's to say I won't sell you out?
We'll see. When we meet the authoritarian master of the Oak family, I'll pry an answer out of him.
Follow me and I'll bring you to his parlor.
That's a place of...
I was requested by Mr. Sunday to bring him the suspect. My name is Ratio.
Oh, I remember you. Veritas Ratio. Your punch virtual particle...
Excuse me?
The one on your head. Of course, it's nothing compared to my...
Right, and as I mentioned...
That's because you can't see it. Like I say, only family can see the glory of...
It seems like the idiocy index here is no better than it is out there.
A dead end?
The door is shut tight. Looks like we're on our own.
I mean, there isn't a door.
For security reasons, the family built the administrative site deep in the dreamscape, with the mechanisms hidden in these Nightingale statues. On the previous occasion, an attendant named Kona had gone to the side room to verify something before setting the...
Well, maybe we should do the same.
Solving a problem by brute force doesn't prove your intelligence. The side room. Don't let me repeat myself.
Wow! My turn.
Spend freely.
Lance, forward! Let me pay you back tenfold!
Feeling lucky.
Come on. Stay calm. My turn.
Lance, forward!
Please, and victory!
Six nightingales facing in different direction.
But are these nightingales?
They are. What's wrong?
How can nightingales be so huge? They look more like torment eagle.
There are no eagles in the five fam.
Just as I thought. Here's the correct answer.
A truly miraculous discovery.
Really? Well, I thought you'd given up on that already.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, impressive. So much for Mr. Sunday's reserved, virtuous...
Do you need me to remind you? We're in a dreamscape.
Yeah, you're right. The only way to destroy the family is death.
Let me pay you back tenfold!
Come on. Oh, gotcha. My turn.
It's on me. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Hold on.
Huh? What's wrong?
No, but this door is locked.
My friend? Did you really make an appointment with him?
It's a trial. You got to prove your worth to Sunday before you can speak with him. If I'm not wrong, we need to find a way to open this door.
Oh, an escape route.
Get serious.
Wow. That's an enormous sandpit. I'd love to build a tall building for myself. Once I have enough savings. Oh, look. There's a noticeable gap in the model.
There wasn't a gap before. That man must have done it intentionally.
Well, with your brilliant mind, you shouldn't have any trouble recalling what was here last time.
Of course. Let's look around. When I see it, I will know it.
Fine. Fine. Why do I feel that we're pursuing a degree in burglary now? Feeling lucky.
Come on.
Spend freely. No dirty tricks, all right.
Lance, forward! Let me pay you back tenfold!
Gotcha.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all! Watch your head!
Come on. My turn. Please, and victory!
Trying to pull a fast one? It's on me.
Lance, forward!
Found it. This is it.
My turn.
Spend freely. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all! Watch your head! Feeling lucky.
Let me pay you back tenfold!
Wow!
It's on me.
Please, and victory! My turn.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all!
Lance, forward!
All in! Feeling lucky.
Come on. My turn.
Spend freely.
Let me pay you back tenfold!
An unsurprising win. This is hardly enough for a seat at the table. A reward with no risk? I'll take it.
Gotcha. Wow! Please, and victory!
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all!
Lance, forward!
My turn. Feeling lucky.
The redemption.
Not a scratch.
Judgment is here.
Gotcha.
It's on me.
Let me pay you back tenfold!
For your
I can't protect you anymore.
No dirty tricks.
retribution.
Watch your head.
Execute the judgment.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I've lost my way.
Spend freely.
Lance, forward!
All in.
Please, and victory!
Not a scratch.
No dirty tricks, all right? Watch your head. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. It's on me.
Gotcha. We're on a roll. Yeah. Ha.
Lance, forward!
No dirty tricks, all right?
Wow. My turn.
Spend freely. It's on me. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in. Watch your head.
Lance, forward!
Please, and victory!
All in.
My turn.
Spend freely.
Let me pay you back tenfold!
Watch your head. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Lance, forward!
It's on me. Watch your head.
Lance, forward!
Let me pay you back tenfold!
My turn.
Spend freely. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Please, and victory!
Not a scratch.
It's on me.
Lance, forward!
Watch your head.
My turn.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Let me pay you back tenfold!
Wow!
Huh. And the nameplate reads Gulliver's Arch.
If I were you, I would shut my mouth.
Oh, this reminds me of one of those building toys. With the blocks. I've never played with them before. I wonder if it's more interesting than stacking chips. Oh, look. The gap is closed. Oh, good heavens. Did I shrink?
Indeed.
Oh, Doctor, you're huge. Oh, actually, I think we could make this work for us. Oh, fine. I was just kidding. Let's find a way to open the door.
Hello! Welcome to the Golden Hour base model. I am an Oak Soldier. I will be here to guide you through the tour of the base model. Happy to...
And tell me about the tour.
Hello! Welcome to the Golden Hour base model. I am an Oak Soldier. Model. Happy to be of service. Found the nearest check-in spot. Please look behind me. A capsule machine model.
What's up with that? Now the family's toys are trying to frame me? I didn't do a thing to it, Doc. You've got to be my witness.
I saw.
Oh, capsule machine. There's no mechanism on the floor. Could there be one at the top? So, I was right. These models have interiors that look exactly like the real buildings. The only difference is that no one lives in them. Funny that Sunday puts a miniature that makes him seem like a giant by comparison, right where he can see it first thing in the morning. Insecure much?
Feeling lucky.
It's on me.
My turn. Please, and victory!
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Lance, forward!
Oh, one of the fragments flew upstairs. I'll need to use the pinball machine to flick myself up there. But it's tough. Oh, great. There's another pinball machine base here. Doc! I'll need your brain power again.
There's no need to yell, I can hear you. The pinball machine must be hidden somewhere in the hall. Finally, a moment of peace.
For the theater of the mediocre.
Let me pay you back tenfold! I'm okay.
Answer me.
Really felt it.
A test.
Lance, forward!
Let me pay you back tenfold!
Answer me. A test.
Please, and victory!
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
My turn.
Failed. Answer me. 0 points.
Let me pay you back tenfold!
A test. Failed.
Come on.
Answer me. 0 points.
Stay calm.
Lance, forward!
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
My turn.
Failed. Since when knowledge and wealth mutually pleasant moments of solitude are always fleeting?
Oh, you're back. Just place it here. Thank you. Thanks, Doc. Horatio, you should come in here and take a look. The view here is breathtaking. Honestly, you could easily squash me with just a pinch.
If that is your wish, I will do so without a moment's hesitation.
All done. Piece of cake. And the joyous tour of Toy City has come to an end. Makes me feel sad. Penacony isn't all bad, right? I'll use this interesting experience as a talking point at the poker table.
It's a pity you made it out of the sandpit alive. Sunday is just beyond this door.
Yeah, only I believe...
Tell me about your plan.
I don't have a plan.
Looks like sincerity is...
Am I not sincere enough? And I'll help him find the murderer.
On what basis do you believe...
Simple. Because that murderer could very well be a traitor hiding inside the...
Do you mean the Galaxy Ranger whom you...
That was just an excuse, good doctor. There's something wrong with that woman, and we need someone who can keep her in check. Moreover, I need to know her identity. If I'm lucky. She could be an important pawn. And it's good to have more helpful friends when dealing with this matter. But honestly, the murder case is likely unrelated to her. I believe we'll see. If the chance of winning is just beyond this...
Ah, the charming audacity.
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
It seems my puzzles are too effortless for you, IPC ambassador.
I appreciate your words. And I see you put a lot of effort into welcoming me.
Well, this isn't an invitation, but as I imagine this knowledgeable doctor friend of yours has been of great help.
Certainly.
Yes, the doctor has assured me of you. I have come to know you very well as a person. But there's one thing I must ask you. That is, you've used your wisdom at the wrong place to meet the wrong person, and...
You don't look too well. If not, then it means I'm on your side.
If I wasn't mistaken, you'd just made a serious accusation again.
No, you weren't mistaken. For depravity is creeping in around you. There's no need for us to be evasive. Let's talk about your sister. Your sister's talent is unrivaled in the world of show business. As you know, her voice has been out of tune since she... Who could be responsible for this? Many suspect the culprit is among the outsiders, but I know you hold a different opinion. Now your noble status has become a shackle, but don't worry. I'm on your side.
I'm immensely honored by your concern for me, Mr. Aventurine. Since you're so selfless and...
Well, naturally, you wouldn't incur any loss from this.
The box in which the cornerstone is stored.
That's right.
Cornerstone. I've heard it's a treasured asset of the Strategic Investment Department. A sacred stone that seals the preservation eminent. For an object so precious, it probably comes at an...
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the high level of risk.
Mr. Aventurine, when you're out and about... do you always make adjustments to your appearance?
Of course.
But I don't, because it's not appropriate to do so in public. I'm not the kind that takes risks. The cornerstone must be in the custody of the family.
No room for negotiation.
Please.
Sure. The gift money is good enough.
You compromised quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, it's a gambler that needs a bargaining chip, not a merchant. The fact that you can decisively forsake the box you asked for, what exactly is stored in it? Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue. Under the light of the harmony, all wickedness is revealed. I implore them to shed their light, and I'll ask you questions on their behalf. Next, you have 113 seconds to prove your innocence, and
if I refuse to answer?
You can try, and we'll see if the harmony rejects. Question. Do you own a cornerstone?
Yes.
What a simple answer. Did you hand over the cornerstone?
Yes.
Does the cornerstone you handed over?
Yes.
Is your cornerstone in this room right now?
Yes.
Is your memory free from any kind of tampering or deletion?
Yes.
Are you an Avgin?
Yes.
Do the Avgins have any...
No.
Do you love your family more than yourself?
Yes.
All the Avgens were killed in a massacre.
No.
Are you your clan's soul? Do you hate and wish to destroy this world with your...
I don't know.
Interesting. Now, the final question. Can you swear that at this very moment...
Of course.
Open it, Mr. Aventurine. Please. Are these what you're looking for? Since you came as promised, learned doctor, does this mean that you are willing to take the side of the family in this farce?
What makes you think you can convince me?
I've heard you haven't enjoyed Mr. Aventurine's company. I also understand that you're an avid learner.
In that case, you ought to realize that a competent scholar knows their position and wouldn't...
If you agree to assist the family, I'll share our research findings on the Stellaron. You must be quite aware that...
Cut to the chase. What do you need from me?
I need Mr. Aventurine's comprehensive plan.
Haven't you confiscated his cornerstone?
But I've also heard the 10 elites in the strategic investment department.
You'll have to speak more clear.
The cornerstone, which Mr. Aventurine surrendered. Was it really his?
You question whether he would entrust you with someone else's cornerstone.
But you know that he's a crazed gambler. The more...
I never imagined someone would share his way of thinking. Honestly, you should see it. Bring it. The box containing the cornerstone is unique, and only IPC senior staff and related members can access it. But I happen to be among them. Unfortunately, your guess is correct.
The golden stone. Its color and glow are similar to that of...
This is the very ruse he intends to use to fool you. He won't reveal to you that the 10 Stonehearts chisel their own will into the cornerstones. And this golden statue is also known as Topaz. So, do you wish to confront him?
Not at the moment. I'm more interested to know the location of his cornerstone.
The safest place somewhere you'd never think of. Because he never intended to hide it. In fact,
I see. This bag. Mixing a cornerstone. More precious than life itself.
Then he makes up some trivial excuse, downplaying the matter, and requests the gift money. This is a gamble, one he's all too familiar with, betting on your single misstep, leading to a total loss.
Learned doctor, I am grateful for your help. As for the villain, I hope he retreats in humiliation. It was all thanks to your friend with a keen eye that I could add a blot.
Ratio, you wretch.
Finally shown your true colors, huh? Oh, and just to remind you, you currently only have 17 system hours left to live.
You might as well explain yourself a little.
What I performed on you just...
Is this what the harmony represents?
You misunderstand, Mr. Aventurine. Punishment is meant for the... Throughout these 17 system hours, you will be unable to escape the dreamscape or contact any of your companions. Should you succeed, you will be able to coalesce into the harmony and be with your family. If you fail, you will suffer the wrath of the eternal centurion and fall into an abyss of doom.
Sounds like I'm gonna end up...
I indeed do need a servant to help me uncover the evil hidden in the family from an external perspective when the time comes. Compare your findings with mine. If both our findings align, or if you can provide me more insights, then they will truly be able to...
Shameless hypocrites. You took everything from me and still demand the truth? That isn't fair. Your carnival reeks with the stench of cash. Nothing is achievable without it.
This is meant to be an act of personal virtue, not requiring the family's support. Your bag is over there. Do as you please. I believe you can... Off you go, Mr. Aventurine.
This meeting isn't an interrogation or a negotiation. It's an outright execution.
Why would I do that, Mr. Aventurine? I'm just... By the way, before you go, I have a personal question.
What is it now?
Do you truly wish to bring about the destruction of this world?
Kakavasha! Where did you go?
I got it back, sister.
You went to look for them? That's too dangerous. It's just a necklace. It's neither food nor water. We can survive without it. But I can't live without you, little brother. Promise me not to look for those catechins again. Okay?
Sister, don't be afraid. The catechins are fools, but I'm...
One? What happened exactly?
I made a bet with them. They suspected me of cheating.
Of course, but that's no reason. Look, this is just a necklace.
I'm sorry, sister. I thought you'd be happy. Because Mom left you this necklace. There'll be no next time.
It is important, but not as important as you, my pain and poverty. You're a child. Listen to me and swear to Gaiathra Triclops.
Okay, I will swear to But sister, if Gaiathra Triclops was really watching, then why did she not protect Dad when he was swept away by the quicksand? After all, Dad went to the Catechins' land only to prepare for Gaiathra Triclops' offerings. And where was Gaiathra Triclops when Mom was Sister, everyone praises me for being smart, but I don't get it. If every rain pour was good, then how bad were our sins?
Excuse me. I can't seem to find any information on this artist in the Iris family archives. The photo you provided also doesn't show any matches.
Just as I thought. I'd like to ask, what kind of traces do people leave when they enter a dream?
Are you referring to the records when you enter the dream pool? The equipment will monitor physiological indicators such as heart rate, blood oxygen levels, and body temperature in real time. I apologize. The hotel does not have access. This information is managed by the Bloodhound family. We can only gain access if there's a problem.
Looks like nothing can be found here.
At least we know who to look for next. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Allie. By the way, is Miss Robin doing fine?
Fine? What does that mean? Is there something wrong with Miss Robin? The preparations for the Charmony Festival have been proceeding smoothly.
I'm sure. Sure enough, no one knows about Miss Robin. But that Miss Firefly is truly mysterious. There's no information on her in the hotel system. Even if she's a stowaway, she should have a disguised identity after entering the planet. She's also in the running for the legacy. How is she going to sneak into the dreamscape unnoticed?
Is there any other way to enter a dream? Besides the hotel room's dream pool?
The Memo Keepers have abilities that are difficult for normal people to comprehend. The hacker girl from the Stellaron Hunters used extraordinary means to unlock the Dreamscape Hotel's seal.
The Garden of Recollection and the Stellaron Hunters. Both are possible, but what about the IPC? Since they want Penacony all for themselves, they're...
Who are you guys?
The Bravo team has arrived at their designated
Armed evacuation? Boss, are you drunk?
What do you know? It's more fit.
Help me.
Hey, check it out. That voice. Could it be the IPC workers from Bellabog?
To all guests.
I'll request a beating for you lot. Take him back to the hotel room. I'll organize a meeting later to
Miss Topaz? I never thought I'd run into you on...
Long time no see, Astral Express crew. Aventurine has told me a lot about your happenings. It's fine. Do as I ask and try to avoid any conflicts with the family. Report to me before taking any action. As you see, the IPC isn't very popular here on Penacony. Cordiality from the family is a mere facade. Only Aventurine, who carries an invitation, is allowed to attend the banquet. An entourage like us, we can only sit around in the reality hotel, unauthorized to even enter dreams.
No wonder Aventurine's scrambling to partner up with someone. The IPC can't back him up in the dreamscape.
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear. You're all helping to investigate some dirt on the family, are you not? Let me know if you need anything outside the dreamscape.
Thank you, Miss Topaz. We're on our way to the Hounds to verify some intel.
Yep, they're tailing us right now. Why not go and talk to them?
We're carrying out our captain's orders. What do you want?
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have time for anything else.
So that's it. They were the pair who were after Firefly at the time.
It's you again. Back for more trouble?
Well, spit it out.
So you know each other. Why do you keep running into people you've beaten? That's right. We're investigating a murder for the family. Can we speak to your captain about the case?
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone to shut their traps. But what murder?
Yeah, that's right.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate.
Why don't we just just look for the security officer then. It's...
How does it feel to be in business with Aventurine? That's just his style. But Aventurine's luck has always been good. He's all... Of course. It's business after all. As for the 2 cases, apologies, but I don't have much info on them either.
Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well.
Constructing dreams is something...
Gallagher.
Apologies. The Bloodhound family is running an investigation up ahead. Hold on a minute. I think I've seen you before.
How much trouble have you stirred up exactly? You think you look alike? Wait, are you for real?
Not possible. It was you the last time yelling about some clockwork friendship while... I'm not letting you get by this time!
Huh? What kind of...
Hold on, sir. We have documents...
Who exactly...
He didn't send you all here?
It was the security...
He'll do. He's the...
Sorry. Noke, everyone, please...
We're really sorry for troubling you.
Another way. Can you perform it again? That... clock... Please?
Sorry. Noke, everyone, please... Let me see what time it is now. Whoa! It's this time already! Time to clock out! And no one's gonna stop me.
What? Huh? This clockwork trick of yours, it's kinda dangerous.
At least he won't be getting in our way again.
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you guys.
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from your tone, it sounds like you were expecting us.
Miss Himiko, you're too polite.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express and honorable guests of the Watchmaker. I had an encounter with this lady in the golden hour. I remember that little silver-haired girl was there too. I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The Express can't just overlook the death of that child. So we've decided to help the family get to the bottom of it.
The Nameless involved with the family. What an unpredictable twist of fate.
Why? What's wrong with the family?
It's nothing. On Penacony, everyone loves the family. No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it hard to let go.
Mr. Gallagher seems to be getting at something.
You got it wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case? Sure. Come with me.
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running effortlessly.
Other than the family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in the universe.
The family itself is a huge, perfect building. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle.
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why...
But the human body has its limits. And so...
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what's going on than I.
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability of human nature. As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to... Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread.
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name of freedom became the cage that imprisoned them. I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron.
Of course. Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past, I've become easily forgetful.
Take your time.
That should do it. I vividly remember everything that occurred on Penacony. This is what I've seen and heard along the way. Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this a long time ago, nor should it be. I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities, watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people, where the spirits of the rich and impoverished remain forever fixed on. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream is inevitable.
There might be a way to change everything.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire...
Miss Acheron, now it's my turn to share a story with you. There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with deep, unhealable pain, made a choice. He wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, he created a giant, a spiritual Adam. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. They slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those people who wished not to awaken that this spiritual Adam became unbreakable.
And yet, you stand here right now, which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually seek a way to save itself. And that man, he was never a failure. He was the sun chaser of legend, soaring to... He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would melt because of it. Countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing spirit. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. I too have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, witnessing their destinies follow paths, even if not completely similar. The story you just told, it overlaps. I ended that man's life. I am not who you think I am, nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate your suspicions.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that representation of the hunt, exactly what sort of power is it that has motivated your solitary journey thus far?
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky in envy. They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky, attempting to touch its ceiling. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun? Then why, exactly, do we even walk towards the light?
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
This voice, it's not Constance. Could it be her companion?
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony and ask the owner to reserve a good quality casket for you.
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking Acheron too. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake?
I'm the Garden of Recollection's memo keeper.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard?
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger, yes? I have something to ask you.
Are you asking me to...
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become a Galaxy Ranger? She's clearly not a path strider of the hunt, but you are, aren't you? Tell me, what's Acheron's deal?
Sure. Heck, never thought I'd come across an ally. What a stroke of luck. Well, I'll be on Penacony soon. Memo keeper, go buy a bottle of his Donna's White Oak and warm it up, and I'll raise a glass to you. That lady's passed. Well, nobody knows. But if all you want is a simple answer, is an emanator who should not exist.
You look pale.
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show your...
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my duties as you instructed. Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my Undertaker now. My, what an honor.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time. But let's not forget, you won't be seeing them, because I'm the manager of this task.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hour.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task while your hands are tied by the harmony?
Well, my conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family, and that they hold the secrets of Penacony. So, I took the opportunity to set everything in motion. I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
That's all I can say. Go. Do what you must.
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orbital support beacon in that gift money bag?
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler.
Well, maybe I am. Who knows?
Fine. Here, take this. Open it when you're on your last legs. You'll thank me.
What's this? You catch on pretty fast, Doctor. Asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway, it's just as I guessed it would be. As for now, let the rain of wealth from the IPC fall evenly on everyone.
Would you be willing to support my performance? Wow, how fabulous!
Well, you see, I can't bear to see anyone in this sweet dream suffering from poverty.
That's incredibly...
Sure thing.
Death? That's a pretty scary topic.
Oh, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death, but there have been some rumors about a guest at the reality hotel who fell into a deep sleep and didn't wake up. It was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually regained consciousness. Well, all customers are under the protection of the family after all.
Thank you. This will make for a very juicy headline. Unexplained coma. That's actually what happens to your body if your brain dies in a dream. I can feel something inside my head. Is the harmony starting to kick?
The world. You. Wait. I get it now. This is some sort of prank show. You youngsters are...
A great show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something.
Ah, I see. Another fearless youngster. Death? Not even room. The effects were awful.
Is that all?
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Penacony movie industry. They...
What a joke. Well, I'll leave you be then. A monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the Memory Zone meme. The disturbing voice in my head.
A sip of liquor. A blissful... Oh? Oh. You? Or are you just pitying me?
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend.
Oh?
The devil of soul...
They say it loves to appear to drunk people.
Yeah. Very funny indeed. Thank you. Does everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family?
Take care, my friend. You don't look good, my friend. If you need assistance, I can contact the hotel and have them wake you up forcefully.
That won't be necessary. I have some business to attend to.
All right, then. If you ever need...
Well, actually, I do need a favor. As...
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in Penacony?
All right. Good luck with your work, then. What was I even thinking?
Were you wanting to talk to me? Is this a gift for me?
Yes, it's for you.
Is this for real?
No, it's not much. I just want to ask you something.
I knew it.
Neither. I just wanted to know if you've ever heard about death in the dreamscape.
Oh, you sound just like my father. Always warning me about danger, even in dreams. He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics. Can't count on him to protect me if something does go haywire.
Hey, stay positive. Gold will always shine one day, right?
You want to talk to me? Sure, but no. Huh. Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. So, are you...
I'm... How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like some... I thought about it, and she had a point.
Guess she's got a point. The Devil of Soulglad, Dangers in the Dream, and Nightmare Ghosts. Well, surely death is a popular topic in this sweet dream.
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers. Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around.
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into chaos? Well, I can make that happen. Did you really mean Robin?
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you. Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though he's still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp: the meaning behind the truth and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within 17... no.
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured destruction button, and I have one just like it. If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right? Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care, too.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all, otherwise.
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of, but it's good to hear that he's still here in Penacony. I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, the walls will crumble, people will wake up, and those who couldn't speak will find their voices again. When that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for me.
You're still talking big, but sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
So, number 35. You're back.
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak, you Sigonian hound. The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. From now on, you and your good luck are my assets. Your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased 34 other slaves. Go and play a game with them. You came out alive after 2 days. It proves that you are the real deal.
You're insane.
Testing out.
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of self-righteous brats like you. But you look good. And that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like you. So go along now and don't let your master down.
How much did you spend?
What?
My price. How much did you pay?
Huh. You really want to know? Well, it was 60 tanba. No more.
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me 30 tanba.
Are you trying to strike a bet with... Yeah, sorry, but you're just a chip. It's all or nothing.
What brings you here, Gallagher?
Some friends from the old days. Do you have a moment?
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Jolt Hostel. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soul Glad. What would you like to drink?
Oh, look! A lady as cool as Serval.
Who's Serval? Will you, introduce me to her?
Oops. She's heard us.
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'll take over the bar today. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table.
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me if the discussion might take quite...
In the bar?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it. Comfort, hunger, confusion, or even boredom.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me.
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the...
Only then can a perfect drink...
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck. So don't overthink it. Indecisive...
Looks good.
That being said, mixing a drink is way simple. So go ahead. Explore the... Go ahead, my friend.
And let me tell you, don't go easy on this.
Can this be used for mixing drinks? Oh, what should we exchange for it? Whoa, the words on the note are changing! Stairs made of coins can lead to happiness. Wow! Please, and victory!
Nap time. Let me pay you back tenfold!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Check out this bottle! The liquid inside looks beautiful. Drinking this stuff can't... Ugh. The syrup is turned clumpy.
Did you find the bottle of syrup I've been hoarding? Don't worry, it's all just a dream and it won't upset your stomach.
Ugh. Then we'll keep it for now. That's quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amiki?
But you have the talent. You'll attract a huge audience. Come with me.
As you see, I'm entertaining my guests.
Fine.
Just one moment.
What's her deal? We can't discuss the case with other people hanging around.
Hey, can you do that clockwork trick of yours again? Time is running out. We need to hurry.
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
You're one of Siobhan's guests. I just don't get... I've seen it. The crowd is going. I've seen that once.
She's still not leaving.
I just don't get why You're one of Siobhan's guests. I just don't get why You're one of Siobhan's. I just don't Those darn... I just don't get... It's ridiculous, right? I'm too timid. You don't know Siobhan's past. I know. She... Well, talking to you has got me feeling a bit down. Maybe I should... Here's the payment for the drinks.
Amiki has left? That's good for her. Radiant dreams may be enticing, but they're nothing more than dreams. When you're ready, go to Gallagher.